Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about the different type of ships, I guess you can say, that I guess our generation made.
Friend zone, situationships, and relationships.
Yeah.
Now we're going to give some insight for those who are stuck in these situations.
So, without further ado, let's get into it.
So the first one we're going to define is the friend zone. Now, to keep it brief, a friend zone is a deadly place where nobody ever comes back from. Unless,
some people do.
Yeah, that's being used and abused.
Of course.
But that's the situation where you kind of like somebody. You think they're cute, but you don't really know them. And you don't really care to know them. So you just keep them on the sideline. You flirt with them like 3 times out of the week as opposed to somebody else.
Relationships. A mutual decision between two people to be together. Officially together, actually. Because you know how our generation is. There's official, there's unofficial. So just, okay, yeah.
Situationships. It's where nothing is defined. It is just, it's purgatory, where one might think they're in a relationship and the other doesn't. The other person's just using them for certain aspects. Situationships are misunderstood. They can be used against you in the court of law. I don't know if it really can, but you get where I'm going with this.
Yeah. So let's get more in depth. Why do guys, what they say and what they show do not level up, basically? Does that make sense? You know, like when you first start talking to a guy and you're trying to get to know each other and you're trying to, you know, get a feel for who he is or what he's about and if he's really feeling you. And there's sometimes when guys, they're kind of wishy-washy, like you don't really know, like, okay, so does he want more or is he fine with where we're at?
Guys don't match up because they're just trying to make their move. Now that doesn't mean they're a bad person. They're just trying to stick out from everybody else because everybody else is going to come with the same excuses. They're all going to call you beautiful. They all going to try to offer you out to get some coffee or a drink. They're all going to try to spoil you, and then that's going to raise your standards and make you think all boyfriends are supposed to buy gifts.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Bills to pay.
He buys gifts. Don't let him sit here and try to act like he like, you know, trying to act all cheap.
Anyway, with that being said, we don't intentionally mean to be wishy-washy, but we're just trying to make our move. That's all it is.
But in terms, there are some guys that use those nice tactics in order to reel in females, but they don't mean it. So why do you guys do that? This is how I feel. As a man, you guys say, you know, you guys want to be taken seriously as men, but yet you have to lie your way into a woman's heart or lie your way into a woman's life. But if you're a man, why don't you be a man about it and tell her what you want straight up? If you want a relationship, then that's fine. If you want another type of situation, then that's fine. Just be straight up about it. I mean, I feel like, especially at this age that we're at, we're all grown. Just be honest. You never know. You both might want the same thing. Okay,
well, a lot of people might not agree with me on this point, and it's proved through my Twitter. But I've said this before, men are biologically trained to just lust and reproduce. It's not, for this society, it's not okay, it's not safe, because we need to establish trust and some sort of foundation in order to build a family and in order to build an empire. So yeah, men lie, and it's because they just want them cheese.
Ladies, you don't have to go through that, okay?
But it's the responsibility, first off, of the man to just stay consistent, be himself, because hopefully your looks will help you like mine did for me. But if that doesn't work, then just continue on your career path. Mind your business until that one right woman just ends up in your path, ends up in your hands. Because it's going to happen. She doesn't even go to my school, and we ended up in a relationship. So there's no rush. Just a lot of people try to force these situations.
Yeah, don't force that. I have noticed that a lot. I feel like, especially in our generation, everybody feels like they have to be in a relationship. You do not have to be in a relationship. It's not something that you need in your life, because a lot of times people are so pressed to be in a relationship that they literally date anybody. And in my mind, I just ask these questions like, why are you still with this man when he treats you like this, that, and the third? Why is that even okay with you? But a lot of times it's because people just are lonely, and they just will settle for anything because they want to be with anybody. And I don't think that's not good for you. You should have just self-love. Don't settle for anything. There's too many fishes in the sea. There's too many men in here, in this world. So do not settle, ladies.
You can't love somebody else without loving yourself.
Okay.
So
Self-love is best love.
You need to define love. If your definition of love doesn't apply to yourself, if you can't even connect to your own definition, how can you look at somebody else and say that you love them? The definition of love is being aware of yourself, being self-aware, being self-conscious, constantly thinking about ways to make yourself better, constantly developing crafts, and just following up after your health. Make sure you brush your teeth, make sure you brush your hair, you put lotion on, coconut oil till you die. Like, you need to take care of yourself and like fight for longevity within yourself. Now, once you can find that within yourself and you look for your partner, you gotta find somebody that complements who you are as an individual. Don't look for somebody that's similar to you, because then there's not gonna be much excitement. Me and Shannon are like,
we're similar, but at the same time we have our
we be on two different spectrums, but we on the same spectrum, if that makes sense. Like, she'll be on this side and I'll be on this side, and then
but we still have that understanding. But you know.
Yes, but when we're here, we're unstoppable. Until she get on my nerves, then we back out like
until he gets on my nerves. With male or female, do you think that the decision that people make in their lives when it comes to selecting their significant other or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, do you think that their decisions have to do with what they witnessed maybe in their home life or just their surroundings, basically?
Okay, yes. Everybody defines things around them based on their experiences. So if you were raised in a family where your parents were constantly arguing, and that is your role model for love. You assume that in marriages you're just gonna end up arguing sometimes. Now, that's not a thought that you just adapt for the rest of your life. Like, you can definitely work towards a different perspective, but that's the original image that you get. Like, if somebody told you that they had cockroaches in their house but they didn't tell you they had a mansion, would you want to go to their house? I don't know. Don't see the negative in everything. I know there's a lot of negative in the world, but just look at the positive. Look at what's the silver lining? Is that what it's called?
Lining. Also, don't compare your whatever ship that you're in. Don't compare it to other people. Everybody's situation is different, and it's for a reason. First of all, don't be in no situationship. You know, you better than that. Okay, whoever it is, don't be in no situationship. Whoever you're dealing with, you need to know where you guys stand, and if you're not getting all that you want from that relationship, then that needs to be deaded.
I know that you want to be attached and be like, oh, but he's so nice, and that one tooth sticks out at such a perfect angle. No, like, it's not worth it. There's somebody there that's gonna love you. There's somebody out there that's going to obsess over you and kiss your butt cheeks and dig in your nose and then put it in their mouths. But you rather worry about somebody else who looks at you and kisses their teeth. Like, come on, there's somebody out there.
Just be happy. Don't be in a situation where you have to ask yourself, how did I get here? You know, life's too short for you to be unhappy.
And regretting.
So, regrets are the biggest thing. Okay guys, well the video has now come to an end. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have subscribed so that you guys can see us in more videos. And thank you for supporting, and we'll see you soon. Bye.